Hello, everybody. Welcome to Most Wanted Topics. I'm your host, Kevin the Tank. Along with me, per usual, is Atomic Tommy. What a week, man. Things are flying by. We are already in the first full week of August. Can you believe it?
I know. Football's back.
Football's back in preseason. NFL drafts for fantasy football is in full effect.
That's right.
I tell you what, we are having a great time, and we are going to have a stacked 2 weeks at Most Wanted Comics in beautiful Bloomington, Minnesota. So if you need a reason to come to Minnesota and visit Most Wanted Comics, we're going to give you 2 awesome reasons right now. Number one, the great legendary artist Paul Peltier will be here at Most Wanted Comics Saturday, August 9th. He will be here at Most Wanted Comics signing autographs, taking selfies, doing sketches, talking about comics. I tell you what, I am super stoked to see Paul come to the shop and have a great time. I'm looking forward to all of you that want a chance to meet him.
I'm very excited.
What are you going to have him draw?
You know, I'm not sure. I've already had a couple of pieces done by him, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get another sketch cover or if I'm going to go for some of the original art. Or
he is bringing original art, you guys. He's on the current run of G.I. Joe.
I'm not sure what I'm going to necessarily put some money into this time. It could be a sketch cover. You never know. But we will just wait and see.
Well, I'm a sucker for original art, and I'm looking forward, especially some G.I. Joe pieces he's done is top notch, and I'm definitely gonna look for a page.
Yes,
original art page. I'm hopefully with some snake eyes on it or something. I'll find something.
He's done quite a bit of the Flash. He did a good chunk, a good little run for that. You know, that's my guys. You know, that's my goat there, my character. So if he has any Flash pages, you know, I would be all over that.
Yeah, and also if you like Aquaman, Mark, Aquaman fan.
He did a
big New 52 run of Aquaman. I highly recommend coming out and seeing Paul. But I tell you what, it's going to be a great time.
Yes,
we're looking forward to having him. And then the next Saturday after that, August 16th, Lance Guest, movie actor. He's got some good work. If you haven't seen Halloween 2, The Last Starfighter, Jaws 4, he's in those movies. We're promoting him for The Last Starfighter, of course, but also Jaws 4, Halloween 2. He's been in other movies too, don't get me wrong. But those are like the big 3 that I know him for.
Yes.
And I am excited to have him come to the store. He's going to be at the store on the 16th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. signing autographs, doing selfies. It's going to be a lot of fun to meet him. So make sure you mark your calendars for the 9th and the 16th. Big events going on. And then Saturday night, there's going to be a chance for a VIP event. We're working on that, so stay tuned to the website for more details, mostwantedcomics.com. If you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe right now so you always catch the latest information. Now, Atomic Tommy, we just got back from a busy weekend.
Yes, we did.
We were at the Nationals in Chicago.
The National, yes.
And what an event. Now, this is more of a sports card show, but boy, was there a lot of stuff.
There was there was a ton of stuff. I'd like to actually maybe next week or whatever dedicate an episode just to talking about the National because I have a lot of thoughts on that show. I'm not sure we have quite enough time in this episode to really detail them all.
Yeah, we're not, but we did take comprehensive notes on what we liked and what we didn't like.
We did, and I think that would be a worthwhile discussion point in a future podcast episode.
So next week, make sure you tune in to talk about the National, what we liked, what we didn't like about the show. But it was great for me because I got to meet my favorite quarterback ever, Jim Kelly.
It's worth it just for that.
It was great to do that, and but they're not here to hear that. They're here to hear about our thoughts on the Fantastic Four movie because that's what we promised.
We have to circle back to that. We have to circle back to the Fantastic Four. I thought it was great. Honestly, I don't think I could have asked for a much better Fantastic Four movie. I love the Fantastic Four. I've been waiting, praying for a movie like this, and it delivered. There's really only one thing I would have liked to see done a little bit better. And that's honestly, I would have liked to see a little bit more use of the abilities from all 4 members of the family, specifically Mr. Fantastic and the Thing. Both, Sue Storm and Human Torch kind of had their moments. They had their little thing in the movie that they kind of shined with, but it really felt like Mr. Fantastic. Reed Richards. See, there's 2 parts to that, right? There's Reed Richards and then there's Mr. Fantastic. Reed Richards was great. Perfectly showcased his scientific nature, the inner conflicts of his character, between his overly logical and scientific brain and the compassionate, family side, dealing with, his wife and all that stuff and childbirth right in this movie. And I thought that part was really good, but I would have liked to see a little bit more Mr. Fantastic, a little bit more use of the abilities. I really would have liked to see more of the Thing too. The Thing was really just a character that didn't really have a moment, didn't really have a thing that, pun intended, a thing that he really was able to, I guess, be highlighted in the movie. He was always just kind of there. He was, I think, the member of the family that got the least amount of attention. That's usually how it goes with the Thing. But I think that's kind of unfortunate. I would have liked to see a little bit more out of both Mr. Fantastic and the Thing. The casting I thought was fantastic. Pun intended again. I loved Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I thought every cast member did a fantastic job. Silver Surfer, Shia LaBeouf, was fantastic. Pun intended again. I think all of the skepticism and naysayers were shut completely down after the movie on Shia LaBeouf and Silver Surfer. That all was fantastic. Galactus was incredible to see on the big screen. Thematically, this movie was really fun, really true. I loved the emphasis on the science fiction and the science, as well as the family. That's what a Fantastic Four movie is supposed to be. And I thought this movie delivered on it incredibly. However, the big question, though, was it better than Superman?
Yes, it was.
I would say yes, 100%. Yes, I think it was better than Superman. I think it was better written. I thought the characters were better. I thought it was thematically better, visually better. Superman was fine. It was fun, but Fantastic Four I thought was a lot better. I've heard some other people say also that was it the best Marvel movie since Endgame? I'm going to say no. I think that still goes to Thunderbolts. I know we didn't talk about Thunderbolts on the podcast, but Thunderbolts I think was the best movie since Endgame. Yeah. I'm a little torn though, because I really liked the Fantastic Four, and I like the Fantastic Four more than I do Thunderbolts, but I'm not sure if I like the movie Fantastic Four more than Thunderbolts. That's something maybe for another day. But both of those movies were better than Superman, so they can relish in that.
Thunderbolts was a better movie for action-wise. Yeah. You just had more going on at a quicker pace. Fantastic Four was just so good at capturing the essence of each character. Now, you're right. I think they could have showed their skills and power a little more, but they did satisfy that a little bit, like when Galactus basically ripped him apart and was stretched him as far as he could go. Yeah. So you did get to see the ability
I was
stretch.
A little underwhelmed by that, actually. I was a little disappointed by that. Mr. Fantastic is supposed to be able to stretch a lot. Like, if you look at some of these comic panels where he's wrapping his whole body around Galactus's head, and just a little bit of stretch is what got... I was a little put off by that,
right?
But it didn't kill the movie for me.
But they showed him stretch a little bit. They needed to show that because that was his deal. And you're right. They should have showed characters, but who didn't like the part, being a guy and being a parent, where the three of them were messing around with the baby seat? How funny was that? When they couldn't get the baby. I mean, that was hilarious. What a moment in the time of when they're trying to get the baby seat on right. Boy, if you're a dad and you haven't screwed around with the baby seat getting that last right, boy, could you relate? Yeah. That was a funny scene. I really enjoyed that part of the movie. Just being a parent, adjusting your baby seat, sometimes swearing at it. But anyway, that was funny. The movie's great. I'd see it twice. I'd see it 3 times. I like the movie. Thunderbolts, yes. I think overall, pace-wise, was better.
Thematically, I thought Thunderbolts was better.
Yeah. But Fantastic Four was better than Superman. Was great. I like Superman. Don't get me wrong. Wasn't disappointed in Superman. I just thought the Fantastic Four was really cool, and it held 2 weeks in #1. So good for them. I hope they keep going. Just a quick side note: if you just love good slapstick humor, Naked Gun nailed it.
Yeah, we did see that. We saw that in Chicago.
I love the old Leslie Nielsen movie, Naked Gun. I'd seen Naked Gun 2.5, 33 1/3. I'm a sucker for that kind of humor. I didn't know Liam Neeson could pull it off, but he pulled it off. I thought it was great.
That was funny.
Anyway, if you wanted just entertaining, funny movie, nothing political, just a funny movie, go see it. It's entertaining. And it's just fun. It's just a fun movie. So anyway, that's my recommendation for that. But let's get ready now. We have to get ready to do some shout-outs.
We do need to do shout-outs. We've been lacking on the shout-outs.
I know. So let's start off. Matt and JD, shout out to you guys. Appreciate you always supporting the channel, supporting the brand, and coming to Most Wanted Comics. Dan, the Spider-Man fan. Always a pleasure. Thanks for supporting us. We love giving you the shout out. Lucy, shout out to you. Thanks for being such a loyal customer, and don't forget to settle down. Anyway, next up is Jamie. Can't forget to give Jamie a shout out. And Mark, and hi Mark, Aquaman fan. Brian, Jeff, Jim, Dean, Dan, Liz, and then Sheila, and then the Gostovich family, of course, and then Pat, Sydney, Shanice, Larry, Rick and Melissa, and anyone else who wants a shout out, make sure you send an email. If I forgot anyone, I'm sorry. That was the people that basically specified this week. So if you want to be a part of the shout outs, just make sure you send us a note. You can email us or send us a comment. Let us know that you want to get in on it. All right, next week we're going to give you our take and debate on the National from Chicago and any other comic book stuff coming up. Make sure you mark your calendars for the 9th and the 16th of August. Some big doings coming up there. And make sure you check out mostwantedcomics.com and make sure Most Wanted Comics have it on Facebook and Most Wanted Comics LLC on Instagram for all the current information. And we will see you next week, everybody.